Good morning, friends and fellow adventurers. All right. Oh, we're still processing words. We're processing the gold still. Okay, so you know what? Let's grab the gold and we'll just keep up with that, I guess, for today. We'll leave it in for the day. And then we'll put that away for now. We made a bit of cash. We're at 4,100, so that's good. That's coming along nicely. Let's get some more scrap going here. Oop. Instead of trying to process that, let's do this. Get the rest of this going for the day. Load these things up. I'll try and load them up in the morning and the evening. Last time we made a decent amount of money on fish. That was good. To finally sort of get going on the fish. Because I feel like I've kind of slept on fish. Now, hello, I think we might have some things in today here. Oh, so close. Soon. Let's grab, today we'll need, I think, the shears and this. Let's go get our eggs. Should be a duck egg today. It's a large egg, but it's a small duck egg. Okay, and then, there we go. And let's go. Visit these critters here. Okay, buddy. How are you doing? Pat the cow. Pat the sheep. Sheep is like hyper production. I don't even know how you... It's definitely... imagine if real life critters grew wool like that. It'd be amazing. Let's make some, I guess, some jumbo mayonnaise. And then I'll say, this is a small duck egg, right? Looks like it's regular size. Okay, so let's go and put this and this here, put all those there. Alright, so now, what do we want to get on with here? I think what I want to do, I think I want to go back and do a bit more fishing, because, let's go. Yeah, okay, I think we'll do that. Let's go do that. It's a hard decision. I'm like, what do I feel like doing today? But I think we do need to continue with the fishing. I don't have the cash. I was thinking about, you know, what are all my options? They aren't great. I don't have a lot of things I can actually get done. Come on, butterfly. Okay, it's in Spookyville. No. Okay, do I have anything in my trap yet? No. Do I still have... Is it got... Oh, okay. I don't know that it let me use it because I already had used it. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's try more here. I was getting good fish here, so I'm going to keep on this spot. We'll do some log fishing. Alright. Okay. Oh, come on, really? That's not a good start. Alright, fishy, come on. Come on. Real fish? Real fish. Yes, okay, good. Now that's a start. Alright, come to me. I was reading an article the other day about the optimal length of movies, which is such a weird topic. And it is a weird thing. I was like, if in my head, I think the conclusion they come to is similar to what I was thinking is it just depends. Depends on the genre, depends on the type of thing. It's like some things I don't want to watch. Superhero movies are too long, I feel like. And I went through that binge of watching them all with my daughter after never watching really any of them. And my conclusion is, I just was fatigued. She doesn't want to see anymore, which is fatigued as both. We're just like, oh my gosh, I don't need to see another 2.5, 3 hour, spectacle. It's too much. The shorter movies I've watched lately have been phenomenal. But 2 hours is a good length. I'm pretty happy. I think I've always been happy with a 2 hour movie. You get, there we go. We got one now that we can also donate, I think. Yes, beautiful. I think in like a 2 hour movie, you can really get characterization and fulfill the your 3 act structure, and it works well. That's important. I think everybody kind of wins as long as you've got enough, plot and the narrative is good, like the dialogue is good, and then the characterization is satisfying. You can pull off easily 2 hours. I've seen movies that are 2 hours. So I was like, I barely felt like I was watching. Barely felt like I got started. So it just depends on the, but partly genre. Action movies should be kind of short because generally they're not that interesting. An example given, for horror was generally short, except, look at The Shining, which I enjoyed The Shining's length because it allowed for those really nice long shots through the halls and stuff, and they could really set tone with that kind of a time, without focusing on jump scares and kind of the kineticness of fear. That's a different kind of horror movie, but I enjoyed that sort of length, so I'm fine with longer. But then again, I'm a fan of Béla Tarr, whose movies run, long. At the best, they run long. His most famous one being like 7 hours 15 or something, which I saw in the theater, 25 years ago, and it was amazing. It was just like indescribably good to watch something that is that long, where you feel like you've been immersed like a tea bag. You've been put into a container of hot water and you've been steeping for an entire day. It's a lovely experience. Not one you want to have every day, but it's a lovely thing. So sometimes long things are, long films are great. At any rate, it got me thinking more about that idea. Generally speaking, though, I don't, an hour and a half, I don't feel like you can really, like, it has to be like maybe a comedy. Comedy can outstay its welcome pretty quick if you're not careful. If the joke pacing isn't good, and if there isn't a kind of build on all of it, if it's just kind of joke after joke, that you want it to be short because then it gets tiring if they're the same kind of humor. But if it's got a serviceable plot that, and there's some character building and stuff, sure, why not? But I don't think I've ever seen a good long comedy. I can't think of one, at least. Anyway, that's what I've been thinking about lately. That's besides video games. You know what? I'm not seeing anything new here, so I think we're going to change scenery. Why don't we keep moving? Let's try around and see if there's more bugs. I don't really want to just go after bugs. I mean, they used to be worth a fair bit, but can I fish here? I can't fish here. Okay. Guess we can come do some river fishing here. I don't know where my best spot is. We've got some ground food, though. I'll take that. Sure, let's try here. This is quiet and scenic. Okay. A chub. Okay, I don't know that I've seen a chub before. Oh, let's do inventory. No, we have not seen one of those yet, or we haven't donated one at least. That's good. So this is good. We'll round out the day, hopefully, with a bunch of new donations and a bunch of new fish on the go here. No trash. Yeah, I think that the curious thing about filmmaking, and video games are like that too. Like there's some creativity that your cost to make the thing is low, like, writing. It's time. You're paying for time. So if it takes you 2 years to write a book, that's 2 years of, potentially lost wages depending on what you could have been doing. If it's a side hustle or if it's your main gig, I mean, trying to write professionally, forget it. I can't even imagine. But like stuff like this, where, video games where you're often working for a studio or a small, whatever size. I mean, I think you're seeing more solo developers now, but the idea that it's a career at the end of the day, then it is about, the game has to, a book can succeed by not selling a ton, if it's a side thing, but the video game has to do well if the studio is going to continue. Like, it's just not an option. So it does become this kind of more, I guess mercantile focused activity where you're thinking how to make not a game that's just interesting to you, but that is going to be successful and interesting to everybody else. And in doing so, you might not push the boundaries quite as much. There's some that can do it. It's just like in film. There's not a lot of, people who can kind of push at the edges of film and yet still somehow make things that are satisfying to audiences. Like I'd say like a David Lynch or somebody like that is one of your best examples of somebody who's made palatable, like mainstream weirdness. And that's a hard thing. There's not a lot of room, it seems like, for that. And I don't know how, I think people think they want that, but I don't know that they really do want that. That's what I think it's, when faced with it, it's a hard thing. I think even with you seeing the success of something like Poor Thing, Yorgos Lanthimos' films are not easy watching. Yet he somehow hit it with this last one, and I think that'll buy him a lot. But his other films they're excellent, but they're not easy mainstream viewing. I wouldn't go recommending some of them to, like some, but I wouldn't go recommending them to everybody because they might not be as. The Lobster, you might say, okay, that one's it's weird enough, but it's relatable. But like, Killing of a Sacred Deer, I don't know that I go recommending that to everybody. So anyway, I don't know. It's a weird thing when you're making something that's both trying to be commercial and interesting, and then it kind of pushes, limits. It allows you to push, say, time. What I was getting at is the idea of to be able to push against the expectation that you make a 90-minute movie or to make a game that's at least 20 hours long that does all these, checks these boxes and tickles the brain in all these certain ways. It's a lot of expectation. And I can see why it leads to things that are derivative. So it's this catch-22 is that we're going to buy something that we know is going to be comfortable because that's what we're looking for is sort of, an experience that's going to be enjoyable and pleasant. And sometimes that's all you have the energy for is a pleasant experience that you're going to watch the superhero movie or you're going to play the farming game because you're going to get what you're expecting to get. But sometimes we need to be pushed and sometimes we need to push ourselves past that. And it's a hard thing to do. So I can see why we don't do it, but I can see it also why it makes a lot of, studios and stuff conservative is that they need to make money and they know they can by producing the thing that people think they want. It's this weird loop. It's a weird idea. So that's all you're going to get out of me with fishing. If you make me fish in games, I'm going to just get philosophical. I don't have I don't have the patience to just do an activity like this without I don't want to go to the woodlands. Teleporting everywhere I don't want to go. I have to shift my brain into a different gear when I do things like this because it is a thing that is so tedious. Okay, no, then this one, right? What? I did not. Oh, I already gave it. Okay, I didn't donate it. That was the thing. Okay, well that's fine. So I don't have any other fish that I need to. Well, that's good. We're going to have not a ton to donate. I think we're going to have a decent amount of sales here then. Because I think there was a lot of fish that were... I got duplicates. Yeah, there we go. And I'll give one of the... Look at that. Oh, this is good. Yeah, we're going to have a whole crud ton. To the farm. Okay. Sell our things here. Sell our stuff there. I'm still at that point where I'm not really keeping anything because I just need the cash. Yeah, we don't know what those sell for yet. Yeah, we're just going to sell that. Yeah, the crab's 140, so that's good. 53, the mackerel, 59, 68. So I'm imagining the chub is going to be like 75 or something for these. We got like 6 of them. I'll sell one battery. I don't think I've sold a battery yet. The tea berry, I'll just sell one of those. I'll sell one ginseng. Okay. Those are worth 20. Sell one of those traps. Just I have a sense of the worth of things. Sometimes it's nice to know. Boop, there we go. And okay, let's dump off our stuff here and here. And let's go and get, it's going to do some of this. Let's get the osmium essence going. Alright. And then let's get to bed and hopefully we'll have some stuff to farm next time. So it's going good. I think I'm hoping we have enough to go and get our other, the farming thing. Oh, so there we go, fishing. So last time I must have got 520 points fishing. So this time we'll blow over the next level and then we'll get an upgrade. So we got about 10% chance for better quality, 5% chance for double fish. I might pick double fish actually, because the quality, we seem to be getting reasonably good quality overall. That's not the worst issue. I think I'd rather have doubles. 5% still is not great though, 1 in 20. Like, I don't even know that we got that many. We might get one double, but then, I don't know. We'll see. The high tier stuff will be instant pull, 3%. 25% price increase is really what I want right there. That would be the next thing I go for. Lowers resistance, that would be nice as well. Oh my gosh. So I need to get fishing a lot more. We're only on level 3. We'll get there though. Alright, we'll see y'all next time. Till then, bye-bye.